All right, peace and love, everybody. Peace and love, Sandy Burwell, Annie V, Sister Iman. Good to see you all. I know I'm doing a little bit later, but I got a little more time. My schedule is shifting around. Happy solar return to all my Virgos, whether it's a solar, lunar, or ascension, or you even got your Venus sign. This is a return for you all. So happy returns to you all for my Virgos, Sun, Moon, and Rising, and we actually have some major events coming up. So I think once I get to this point in the live, I'll actually touch on it. But I have the chart here off the tablet today, so I'm gonna be looking down a lot. All right, that's what we got, and I got a few questions about the tropical, about the sidereal, about the house system. So we're gonna do a class on that to cover, and we might do it this weekend, might do it Thursday, to cover to give you some more insight to these upcoming events, so you can be in tune. And we have right off the back, last couple of days in August, so we're about to shift, and we already know that the calendar system that we use have different interpretations and different meanings, but I want to touch on that in the class if we do that. If I don't get an opportunity to do it Thursday, definitely will hold a class and you all can just log in and we all just go in on it. Peace and love, Nubian Queen Show. But right now, based off the chart that I have, I do use tropical, I do use sidereal, I do use um, a host of different house systems. And I think that's the beauty of astrology. You get to use a lot of different moving components. So right now I got the whole sign house system, equal house system, and the sun is in Virgo, 6 degrees. All right. And it's in the 10th house. So right now, one of the power, I would say, power points for everybody is focusing on that career, especially for my Virgos. Peace and love, Deb Moore. We got the first house, the ruler of the first house of Sagittarius is Jupiter, and it's actually in Aries in the fifth house. So it's going to bring up some childhood um, themes. It's also going to bring up some activities where you want to have fun and also dealing with those, casual hookups. We also have the fourth house that's strong. It has Juno. Um, and Neptune in Pisces. All right. So relationships, love, the ideal partner is of question right now. So, and this person is, some of you have them right in the home and don't realize it, or some of them are dealing with endings or legacies that you're going to be building with these people. Then we also have in the seventh house, the powerhouse, we got Mars and Gemini. So this is like the Air Force. All right. This is the warrior. This is the soldier that's dealing with a lot of air. All right, and this is a lot of mental battles, and this could be dealing with other people, dealing with people as far as the back and forth or showing different perspectives or different sides to how you view things, but also how you do things. Um, how do you join the class? Yeah, we'll set a link. So I'll do a community post and make that available so that way you can click on the link and get more information. Oh, I'll post it to the community tab. Um, that's right, NEV. A lot of changes going on, and right now, again, it all goes back to the source and it's all mental. And we also have in the 10th house, the sun in the 10th house. And again, not a planet, but one of the biggest luminaries in the sky. And just to give you some perspective, the sun has both polarities. So when you're talking about authoritative figures in the 10th house, you're analyzing their moves. Yes, they can be those who bring you enlightenment, but they also can be those, if you get too close, will burn you out. So that's what we're looking at with the sun in the 10th house. So those are your four powerhouses that we just dealt with there, as far as your career, love in the home, or at least that you're thinking about this subconsciously. And then, of course, those mental battles that you're having. And this could be with self, but this is also where you begin to deal with other people. So right off the back, we got the moon in Libra, growing away from the sun, and is actually conjunct Mercury. And this is giving you that trine. So 3 degrees, Mercury, 4 degrees, the moon and then it's also trining Mars. Okay, and again, Mars is in Gemini, so we're dealing with a lot of air energy. Um, got a lot of mental energy, and you have the will to get things done. So last week, where you had all this mental energy, but you felt like, you know, kind of in a slumber, you still was, you know, on that high from the week before, you wasn't able to achieve all the things that you desired. Now this time, you actually get a chance to merge your mental will with your physical will, and this is where you actually are able to think with logic and reasoning and in the abstract, because you got, you know, a lot of this air energy. So you do have Mars and Gemini, so this gives you that restless energy. It's like this, you know, endless energy that you have, but now you got logic to bring into it, to bring the big picture together. So I like this aspect here, this trine. You got the 11th house and 7th house, so you can actually network with other people and get things done. And I like how the moon is in Libra. It actually is opposing Jupiter. All right, so Jupiter is in Aries, and you know that Libra and Jupiter is both 180 degrees away. So that gives you that opposition. Jupiter is retrograde, so um, you will want to take more steps and to bite off more than you could chew. You want to achieve more, but I would say less is best. You know, take your time, and then plan in between. So uh, this is where, you know, you're getting into those desires, and sometimes when Jupiter is placed like this with this opposition, you desire more than you can handle at this time. So I would actually say less is best in this scenario, and this is what you actually dealing with today. Today's an eventful day. A lot of things that you can get done today to start off. You know, everything for this week. All right, so let's go ahead and look forward. So on Tuesday, this is where you see again, this trine is still spilling over into today, and this is where you have the moon now um making an aspect to Saturn. All right, and Saturn is still in Aquarius. And along with Aquarius, you have Vista there. All right, and is in the third house. So again, if you want to network, this is great for that. Um, is also great for problem solving. Now, you will have to use your problem solving abilities, because you're going to have the moon make a square to Pluto. All right. And that, when the square is Pluto, this Pluto is still retrograde in Capricorn. And this is where you're going to get into it with some type of authoritative figures, or those who may have perceived power over you in a managerial position. This is dealing with Capricorn. This is dealing with second house, so this can affect your wealth. So this is where you're going to be dealing with that problem, and this could even be with parents as well. So unresolved issues there will surface, and that's where the challenge or friction will begin. And this is again Tuesday, and if I flip forward a day, that's the 30th. This is the 31st. On Wednesday, you're still going to be having this aspect spill over until Wednesday. So you got 2 days to resolve this. This is good. A good challenge, a good mental challenge to test the will and the mind to get this done. And it's going to affect the way that you go about securing finances. All right. And so I would definitely take care of this problem. Um, Tuesday and Wednesday. So on Thursday, um, okay, Thursday we have Mars in Gemini, still 6 degrees, Pallas 27 degrees. Moon is in Scorpio, and the moon doesn't really necessarily like to be in Scorpio. Um, yeah, I know it's a water sign, but this is where you deal with like getting too deep, and this is like where the moon and the south node is paired up 14 and 15 degrees, opposing Taurus. All right, so the fixed signs are at oppositions. Huge Uranus and Taurus, north node and Taurus, both of them are seeing things from different perspectives. You're getting two different poles, from the secrecy, from employment that's dealing with helping people and showing empathy, but then you also have those who take advantage and those who are in it for themselves. So two different aspects going on here. This is where you gotta also be careful because that Jupiter and Aries, this is where people will talk a big game, but um, you know, and those of you who are introverted, you might actually get trashed. All right. Um, but you know, the extroverted people, they're gonna get this boost, they're gonna get this energy. And I think this energy is available for everybody, but certain people are gonna use it more than others. And the introverts, you know, this is your chance to tap into that. If not, be prepared to be ran over or taken advantage of. And this is where you got to also look out for attention whores. They're gonna come out, um, and this is where you know they're doing anything for clout on this day. And I think, yeah, with 14 and 15 degrees, and then so both of the nodal points are at 15 degrees. Um, Scorpio and Taurus. So we're dealing with fixed energy, stubborn energy, and it can rub people the wrong way. So again, these clout chasers, and then you got the moon is also in Scorpio is going to be squaring off with Saturn and Aquarius. So you got all the fixed signs squaring off. So you got this opposition with Scorpio and Taurus, and then you got the moon in Scorpio squaring Saturn and Aquarius. So that's fixed sign energy squaring off and fighting. That's not necessarily the best aspect, but you need to actually prepare for Thursday, and that's what's happening. Um, and then you also have Uranus. You know, it's going to be releasing a lot of this nervous energy, is retrograde in Taurus. So for the introverts who are deciding to take that bound and activate their, you know, outgoing expression, is going to be tough because that anxiety going to, you know, kick in from Uranus. And so this day you're going to be dealing with a lot. All right, a lot from this combined energy of the fixed signs. All right, and then Friday, that's when it's going to actually start to turn and get a little better. Let's go ahead and look ahead. This is September 2nd. And this is where, well, Thursday and Friday, this is where we might need to do a class because of the calendars shift. And I don't know if you all seen my initial video that I did on the biblical astrology of the children of Israel, that little breakdown. But it's breakdowns deeper that we can get into, and one of the calendar systems. All right, so this is one of the calendar systems. All right, and this when I mentioned in that video to name all 365 days of the week, and a lot of people can't because it don't exist. There's 7 days of the week according to the solar calendar that we use, that people attribute to Gregory, the Gregorian calendar. But we know in our ancient science, it was 9 days, according to the lunar calendar. All right, and these lunar calendar here, we had our different days of the week, and we actually named them. And so I can name each day, and we'll actually get into the science. But I want to break this down to you. And then we also have the solar calendar, which is based off the sun, where we had 10 days. So we had 7 days, 9 days, and 10 days. And I want to get into that science on Thursday, because the calendars that we use today, you can't say, oh, I'm using true sidereal if you're using that. If you're still following Gregorian, what's attributed to a Gregorian calendar, you're not following sidereal. You're not following tropical. You're following the Albions. All right, so we're going to fix that in that class, or at least get you in the right direction, because some people are going to still need a little more getting used to the calendar system. So we're going to cover that on Thursday. So looking at Friday, this is September 2nd, 2022. This is where, you know, people will begin to speak out. And this is a lot of speaking without thinking. So just be prepared for that. Don't take anything personal. You want to slow down, because Mercury is actually about to slow down and have a storm on Mercury before it actually goes retrograde. So now that you know beforehand, you can actually slow down and start to gather your thoughts and get things prepared mentally, before it actually goes down, before it actually goes or slows down. You got a stellium in the ninth house in Leo, Venus, Sirius, Lilith, and Vertex all in the ninth house. So that is telling us all concerning our fiery lessons that we need to learn on the ninth house. That is something we want to look at that day on Friday. So a lot of people again are going to say things that they really haven't given much thought, and it may offend you. It may cause you to want to use that spear, but I'll actually hold off on that because again, this is a period where people are going to, embody the energy that is taking place, in the heavens. Now, on one level, we look at the planets, they are influencing man because they are in a lower state. They don't realize the planetary involvement, of life. But once you realize that, then you move into another stage where they don't necessarily influence you that way. You begin to capture the energy. All right. And then once you go higher, they so detached, it's ineffective. Okay. You become the causer. But those are the three levels that you look at when we're talking about the planetary bodies. You definitely want to talk more about the calendar system on that day. And then Saturday is a all out, when I fast forward on the chart, all out day of rage. If you guys take a look, wow, all out day of rage, squares all over the place, competition. This is yeah, you got the sun. Yep, this is all out competition. This is competing with people. Yeah, resentment. And this is even revenge because some of you gonna feel like you lost and want to get back at people. Moon in Sagittarius, and for my Sagittarius, you guys, your arrows are endless, okay, in your quiver. All right, you have endless arrows and you're ready to shoot on command, shoot without asking questions. And this will be a day reflecting that. Sunday will actually cool off, but Saturday, this is where, it could be a day of competition and rage. All right, so just be careful with that. But you can also channel that energy and use it for something different on that day. So I actually like that day because it actually challenges us anyway to look at things differently. All right, so that's Saturday. Let me check the comments. You see, yeah, Sagittarius, Sagittarius, Sagittarius. All right, that's the moon and Sag on Saturday. So you guys gonna get those extra arrows, all right, to shoot. All right, and let me look. I just did card reading. I got when I did the cards, all right, I pulled the card. This is the juggler. This is actually the energy this week. I think everybody's going to embody this energy differently this week. The juggler. The juggler is like the fool in traditional tarot. So everybody's going to be on this journey of wandering and doing different things this week. Desiring freedom, wanting to do things their own way, and just be free from all responsibilities and obligations. But again, there's that slight reminder to come back. All right. Don't go too deep, and then you actually fall off the cliff. All right. So that's the energy that we all looking at in different forms. But then we got the deer. All right. So as we're on the journey, yes, we're on a journey. Remember that you still, going to seek that freedom. But we got the deer as well. All right. And the deer, all right, this is actually trusting in the universe. So as you're actually on your path, you gotta learn how to trust in the universe is guiding you to a specific destination. And this is something that you contracted to do before you got here. All right, so let's go ahead and look at everybody's card reading. This is for the week. So Sun, Moon, Horizon. All right, and this is for my Virgos. All right, for my Virgos. Let me put this up. For my Virgos, we have the moon card in reverse. All right, so we got the moon reverse for my Virgos. And This is actually it's interesting because this is dealing with Sirius. This is dealing with the water. All right, and here we see that there's some type of falsehood or lies or deception or deceit, and it could be taking place within the career, but this could also be the mind playing tricks on you. So you definitely want to be careful um, of your thoughts, because you could be having irrational thoughts at this time when things are reversed like this. All right, and yeah, this can breed a lot of insecurities at this time. A lot of insecurities. Um, you know, yeah, and I wonder these insecurities. Let's see where they could be coming from. Um, let's see, because right now I see the Virgos in the 10th house, 11 degrees, and you got the Swan. The Swan. All right, this is the Swan. You guys can see that the Swan. All right, this is all about purity. All right, and the Swan for my Virgos, I think this is more so about self-defense, because you notice when you see a swan, they're peaceful, creatures, whatever. And the whole goal is to set boundaries. When you learn to set boundaries, then you can be able to enjoy the peaceful environment. And so you can have a peace of mind when you set boundaries. I think that's what my Virgos, you're tapping into. So this is more so about self-defense. Swans will defend themselves, and this is what this is about. This is what I see for my Virgos. Um, so I actually like that card for my Virgos for self-defense. And this again, Virgo is the last sign before we start getting into the um relational signs. Okay, so this is all about preparation, and before you get out into the world, you have to prepare your mind. Is all mental. So I like this self-defense as far as your mentality is concerned. um I like that card. All right, let's see what's next for my Virgo. So for my Libra, oh, my Libra got a Mirror of Cups. A Mirror of Cups. All right. So this is the general of the army, a Mirror of Cups. All right. This is the last deacon of Libra, and this is the first two of Scorpio. So this actually is for my Libras, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Horizon, uh, Libra, Sun, Moon, Horizon. And we're dealing with water, of course. This is water. This is dealing with a lover, somebody who is seductive. You're attracted to this person. They seduce you in every way. Emotionally, you have this connection with them. This is your ideal partner, or this could be ideal circumstances or conditions that you've been looking for. Um, this is a great card because this person is so in tune, and you see behind them, they have this source of water. They are connected to the source of their emotions, so they are emotionally stable, which is always a plus. They have their own cups. They dress good. They got their own horse, their own resources. This is the ideal situation. So I actually like this for my Scorpio. I'm sorry, for my Libra. This Scorpio Sun Moon Horizon, Libra Sun Moon Horizon. So I actually like this for you all. And let's see what we get here for my Libras. We get the rabbit. All right, we get the rabbit. All right, you get the rabbit, and you see the bow around the heart chakra. This is dealing with abundance. A lot of abundance is on the way. Health, definitely need to take care of your health. You notice what the rabbits eat. They don't eat a lot of junk. You got to eat vegetation, green. Get more green in your diet for my Scorpio. Um, Fertility. Okay, and then once you activate that, then you activate higher dimensions. You see that unicorn in the background pointing back to Sirius. This is where you start to elevate. Once you change your diet has an effect on your mentality. Your mentality has effect on your reality. So when you change all these things, that's when you get into those higher dimensions. So I actually like this for you. Great card. So you got to actually recognize where you are, okay, and be alert, and that's actually something that you're going to be tapping into this week. All right, let me see. Okay, yeah, peace and love, Deborah Ticey. Oh yeah, I'm still here. Kenny Mac, Capricorn, Capricorn. Okay, Capricorn, we coming up with Capricorn, Kenny Mac. All right, so for my Scorpios, okay, now that's Sun, Moon, and Rising. What is going on? We got the fall. All right, the fall of Granada, and when the Moors ruled, we ruled out Andalusia from 711 to 1492, and what fell? Granada. All right, Granada. And this is something going on. This is some chaos that's taking place. This is the what would be symbolic of the Tower card in traditional tarot. Now, the lightning struck this tower before we fell as a people. And guess what? Lightning struck the obelisk in DC. All right, so it's chaotic with this corrupt de facto government, and there's also chaos going on with you, Scorpio. What is going on? What is going on? Because something, well, I know what's going on now. This lightning hit striking. Okay, this is out of your control. This is beyond your control for my Scorpios. This is actually dealing with Mars, and Mars is in Gemini. So we're dealing with some air. You see that electricity? We're dealing with some thoughts, fire and water elements here. This is dealing with learning how to gather your emotions and your will, getting them in control. But sometimes certain things happen where it's out of your control, and this is a lot of distress. So for some of you, you won't make that distress call, but I see is here. This is unexpected calamity that's hitting your life, which is causing emotional distress. And again, this is things beyond your control. But when things and circumstances take place like this in life, this actually puts you back on a path to gain new inspiration for the next phase of your life. So this is actually good. Um, when we pull, we get the bear for you. So this is learning how to tap into that powerful energy that you have stored within you, using your power and preserving your energy. So don't give too much energy to the wrong thing, especially when chaos hit. All right. So that's what I like to look at that as. For my Sagittarius, we got Five of Wands reverse. All right. Come on, Sag. We still at it with these people. Um, we went from the Emperor and now we're down to the battles. Okay. This is actually dealing with Saturn and Leo energy, but Saturn is actually in Aquarius reverse. So you're dealing with some strife and conflicts that's happening, some resistance and rivals. And at this point, they don't want to negotiate with you because some things were said and done that just because you got arrows, they got arrows too, and they ready to battle. And you can go all day, just like Captain America said, I could do this all day, and so can they. They're not willing to give up right now. That's why you have to learn how to set boundaries. This is the llama for you all. Learn how to set boundaries. And for those of you who did set boundaries, you got to learn how to enforce them. Okay. And that's just why they might look at you as not being upright right now. That's why that battle is going on because you didn't set the boundary in the first place. And then when you did set boundaries, you didn't enforce them. So now they looking like, well, you think you are higher than thou, you know. But this is learning how to coexist, all right, within the community or even within your loved ones. All right. All right, so that's for my Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. For my Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising, we got Eight of Wands. Here we go. Eight of Wands. You see those wands are shooting. All right, here we go. All right. This is actually Mercury, and Mercury's in Libra. So this is actually dealing with some speed. Some of you are in a rush or you want to answer, you want things to move forward. And I actually say that you're actually getting a green light right now with this aspect. You've been looking for freedom and it's right here on the way. So congratulations. This is where you need to, at this time at least, set specific realistic goals. You got Mercury in Libra, so now you can really use your logic and reasoning to get things done. I actually like this. You are actually in a mode where you're traveling to and from. This could be for work or for love or for relationships or business. And right now, whatever question that you had, as far as you know, you know exactly what the question you asking to yourself. The answer is yes. The answer is yes. The answer is yes. And to confirm that, you get the squirrel. All right, the squirrel is all about finding out ways how to solve problems. Great problem solver. So this is what you get right now. So I would say embody that. You get the squirrel. Great problem solvers. One of the greatest problem solving animals that we have. So you actually can embody that, and they do things according to sacred geometry. You get the infinity right there. So using cosmic wisdom to solve your problem. So just sit back and relax as you want things to speed up, but you also have to use your creative thinking. Okay, for my Aquarius, you got six of disc. All right, six of disc upright. All right, and this is actually Mercury and Libra. All right, so when it comes to investing, you need to invest in yourself. Invest in yours. Invest in what you are doing, and this is going to be your reward when you invest in yourself. You then can give back to others, all right, what you are investing in. And that's when you'll gain support. You may not be receiving all the support that you hope for right now, but it's actually going to come. So the things that you need to do is focus on your craft and ways that you can network. Okay. Think about all of the things this person has on the table to offer. This is where you need to build up. Then you'll gain the support that you desire. So go all in with whatever you're working on. Go all the way in. All right. Don't look back. All right. Keep your head down. Keep working. And to top it off, you get the B. All right. You get the B. So you get to work with others who are on the same frequency, same wavelength, and get things done together. All right. And this is going to propel you forward even faster. So you got to build with others that's on the same page. All right. So I like that for my Aquarius, sun on the horizon. All right. For my Pisces, we got the Nine of Swords reverse. Nine of Swords reverse. All right. Nine of Swords reverse. This is what we're dealing with. Got that Mars and Gemini. All right. And Mars is actually um in Gemini. And so now all of the worrying, distress, all right, all of the hurt and pain is actually leaving. Why? Because you're getting relief from good news that you're hearing. Someone is giving you good news, or it's actually you're hearing good news about your circumstances, and things are changing. So this is bringing that mental freedom and that drainage that you need. And you actually get one of my favorite birds, raven. All right. You are being initiated by the cosmos right now. The universe is saying, come on, I got some higher knowledge, higher learning for you to embark on. And this is where you need to prepare for that initiation. All right, you got the raven. All right, you got the Fibonacci sequence here, sacred geometry. You are being asked to raise your vibrations so you can you can go beyond the veil. And this is Piscean. I would say the waters. It deals with the veil, so you actually get a chance to go beyond that right now. All right, you're being initiated into the mystic arts, and then once you go beyond the veil, you'll see um, higher frequencies of yourself. Or I actually like this. Um, I love this actually for my Pisces. You've been going through a lot, so now you're being initiated by the universe. All right, to go on. All right, Aries. Okay, we got Eight of Swords reverse. All right, Eight of Swords reverse. All right, this dealing with Jupiter and Aries. And actually, you see that this is screaming freedom right now. Becoming less stubborn, and you're actually going with the flow. All right, you felt like your hands was tied, you couldn't do anything. Now those swords are coming out, and you're beginning to get freedom. You're accepting what really is, and now you can accept assistance from other people. And because you're accepting now, this is where freedom begins. All right, and let's see what we get. Okay, we got the hyena. All right, we got the hyena. Learn how to laugh more. Learn how to be in the moment and enjoy the present. All right, you are different for a reason. Don't worry about what others think about you. It don't matter. All right, your hyena. This is dealing with the matriarchal principle, the female principle, because the females rule over the male hyenas, and they are the only one of the only animals that can face a lion and laugh. All right, so this is what you gotta do: face your fears and laugh, face your setbacks and laugh, have fun, embrace it. All right, and one of the things you gotta realize, hyenas come from Uranus, and they actually come through Sirius, and they teach us about how to be different and unique. All right. And they also teach you about family structure and community. So uh, consider yourself when you hear these words. And again, don't take everything so seriously. All right. That's for my Aries. For my Taurus, we got Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups. Yes, sir. Nine of Cups. Here we go. We got Jupiter in Pisces, but it's naturally in Pisces. It now is in Aries. So for my Taurus, this is all about material success, self fulfillment. You feel good about the journey, and that's actually good because you've been carrying this huge load. And right now, since you are the bull, you've been actually carrying this load. You can see the results in front of you. So don't stop. You're almost there. And this is a great sign of success for you that's right around the corner, and you get the cat. So you get to be independent. You get to embody um, relaxing under pressure. The bull can relax under pressure. And the cat is teaching you about relaxing under pressure. All right. And you'll gain your independence. All right. This is also dealing with self-awareness. So this is a great card for my Taurus. Some of you guys got great circumstances this week. So congratulations. It's all mental. I like it for you. For my Gemini, you got Princess of Cups reverse. All right, now, okay. All right. Princess of Cups reverse. Actually, this can be a Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Horizon as well. So you can take that and look at it as well. Right now, real sensitive. All right. Real self absorbed, manipulation, emotional abuse is taking place, emotional manipulation. Now, I don't know if this is you or the other person you've been dealing with, but it's definitely there. What the hell? I mean, this is a lot of abuse. Okay. Emotionally abusing. This could be them to you or you to them. All right, what do you need to tap into? You need to tap into the dolphin. Yes, another one of my favorites. This is actually our ancestors from Lemuria and Atlantis. Um, the dolphin. Okay, tap into the dolphin. Raise your frequency. Examine yourself. Okay, you need to have better thoughts so that you can raise your vibrations. And as you can see, the water represents your emotion. Once you raise your vibration, your heart will activate. You can leap out of the water like the dolphins. So you can leap out of your emotions. Okay, leave the water of your emotions and tap into that air energy. And that's actually where you could merge the emotion and logic. All right. And this will actually make you more effective. All right. For my Gemini, for my Cancer, we got Four of Swords, Four of Swords, and this is actually Jupiter in Aries. Some of you have been needing some rest. Some of you are about to go into a period of rest or exile, I would say, and an issue might be being laid to rest. So this is actually good as well. Some of you is on a long road to recovery, and you might need to check yourself into a what they call hospital. I mean, I would try alternative routes, alternative healing. That's just me. So what? And no, I'm not sick. I'm not any of those things. I'm happy. I'm healthy. So if you see anything that they try to say, well, you know, it's the opposite. So, but this is for you all. Go to check in. And you definitely need to embody recovery of some sort. Let's see. Oh, yeah, the sheep. You got the sheep. All right, you got the sheep and you got the 33 petal blue rose. So you are a carrier of some healing energy. You need to get around other healers so that you can heal the planet. That's what I'm sensing. You are a healer, so you need to be around that instead of those who subtract or take away from that. And for my Leo, get the desert hermit. All right, here we go. All right, it's reversed. So this could be Virgo as well, Sun on the rising. And right now you're looking for guidance. Some of you are about to return to the world. You know, you've been gone for a while, now you're about to return. And this is, some of you been ignoring your inner voice. And the reason why you've been ignoring that inner voice is because you've been eating like crap, and that's been affecting your second brain, your stomach, your intestines, and that's throwing off everything. It's throwing off your intuition. And yeah, this is the monkey. So um the monkey, this is dealing with, you need to tap more into your right brain and just follow your instincts. It's also teaching you about loyalty, trust, and being in the moment and community. All right. So this is the lesson for my Leo. So that wraps it up for everybody. And I hope you all enjoyed and you all tap into these lessons or these signs for this week and embody them. And we continue to grow. And if we don't do a live on Thursday, we definitely going to have a class because we got to talk about the time. We got to talk about this calendar system. But you all enjoy the rest of your day. And peace and much love until the next love. Peace. Hotep.